Hey there, Green Meadows families and friends. Welcome back to Zooming In on Green Meadows, Season 3. We have some new faces here at Green Meadows this year, and we need to learn a little about them. So, we're going to start this season with Mrs. Akers. I hope you enjoy getting to know her a little bit better. Let's see what she has to tell us after the break. Good morning, Mrs. Akers. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm pretty good. We've had some technical difficulties with this one, which seems to be a common theme, and I thought for season 3, maybe this was not going to be an issue, but we will deal with things as they go, and hopefully everything goes smoothly. So thanks for joining us today. I'll go ahead and explain it to you just a little bit since you're one of our new faces around, but I know you've watched a few of these.
Yeah.
Basically, we've got some questions to ask you, and one of those questions will deal with Green Meadows, and then we've got some fun questions to ask you to kind of learn about you and your personality and the things that you enjoy in life. So does that all sound good?
Sounds great.
All right. Well, if you don't mind, then let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
All right. Our first question is, what do you teach here at Green Meadows? And can you tell us a little bit more about your history before you came to teach here?
Sure. So I teach 5th grade reading and writing at Green Meadows. And before I came here, I started my career in a small town in southern Indiana and taught there for 12 years. It was called Carlisle, and taught 5th grade. And then I moved to Indianapolis or Westfield and started teaching at CFI, which is downtown Indianapolis, and I taught 4th grade.
Okay, very cool.
And I was there for 5 years.
So you definitely have some experience you're bringing to the table here at Green Meadows.
I feel like I do.
Well, that is awesome. I hope you're enjoying your beginning of your stay here, and we'd like to keep you around for a while. So maybe this will help. All right. So that's our Green Meadows question. Now let's get into some of these random questions. And the idea behind these is to try and get your actual response here and catch you off guard a little bit. So,
Okay.
all right. If you could only eat from one restaurant for the rest of your life, what restaurant would you choose and why would you choose that? Mrs. Akers is new to our building this year, so I am sure she could use some Green Meadows gear. If you would like to pick up some gear as well, just visit our BSN sports store linked in the description below.
Well, my favorite restaurant is the Amber Indian restaurant. I love Indian food, and I would choose it because rice is good for you, and I love buttered chicken.
Indian food is not something I've ever actually tried, but I want to sometime. It's just one of those things that I've never been around much, and I haven't lived in central Indianapolis where there's a lot of Indian restaurants, or Westfield, I guess. But yeah, I'll have to give it a try. Very good.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Now, I think I know the answer to this question, even though you've only been here for a short time.
Okay.
But on vacation, are you the relax by the pool type or a get up and go adventurer?
So, I am more of a get up and go adventurer.
Okay.
However, I do also relax by the pool, but I like to be busy. It's hard for me to relax for very long.
Yeah, I kind of figured maybe that was your response.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody likes to relax by the pool once in a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen some of your pictures where you've gone on hikes and things like that, and I figured, yeah, she's raring to go and not sit around the whole time she's on vacation.
That is right. That is
Okay. Right. Would you rather listen to music or listen to a podcast? And what would make you choose one over the other?
Well, that's a great question. I always choose podcast.
Okay.
I love listening to podcasts, news podcasts, story podcasts, mysteries, things like that. I also like music, but I love to listen to music. And when I listen to it, I'm like, oh, why don't I listen to it more? But I always choose a podcast.
Yeah.
So
I am a music in the car person and occasionally music at home, maybe if I'm sitting outside or something like that. But like walking around the grocery store sometimes is a good time to listen to a podcast when you're just zoned in on the stuff you're going to pick up. And yeah, they have their purposes in all kinds of areas, but no, Very cool. As long as you're entertained, that's all that matters.
Yeah, if I have to think at all, like you say, grocery store, I can't listen to anything. Like I have to just be.
Have you subscribed to our channel yet? If not, you need to click that subscribe button right now. You don't want to miss any of our upcoming videos. Oh yeah, don't forget to like this video while you're at it.
Would you rather have your dishes or your clothes magically clean after every use?
Oh, clothes.
Clothes for
Clothes.
sure, huh?
Hands down. Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I don't mind washing and drying the clothes. I do not like folding and putting away clothes.
Yeah, that's definitely the worst part.
Yeah.
That's a two-person job at our house.
Yeah.
I get all the hanging stuff and Mrs. Miller gets all the folding.
Yeah. Yeah. Dishes are instant gratification. So, yeah.
Or you throw them in the dishwasher and you wait till, you get home from school and then you put them away then. You can do it in parts. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, your dishes are not going to get wrinkles in them if you leave them in the dishwasher for a little bit too long.
Or get stinky.
Yeah. Okay. I do not know if you have a dog or not, but if you had to become a dog, what breed would you choose to become and why would you choose that breed?
Oh, that's a hard question. Well, I would say a lab.
Okay.
Because labs love the water and like to go swimming.
For sure.
I've had a lab and they enjoy hiking and doing all that. So hopefully if I was a lab, I would get a owner who liked to take me swimming and go on hikes and all that.
Right. Find yourself a human, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Very good answer. I've said before that I maybe like a Great Dane or something like that because they're great, like sit around and hang out dogs, but they're also like very cool to look at and super nice. And I don't know if I'm very cool to look at, but I feel like I can be pretty nice, at least some of the time.
Seems
And
like it.
I think I could sit around in the apartment all day or hang out at the house and, lay around and just wait for people to come find me. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
all right. Well, that brings us to the end of our random questions. But before we go, is there anything that you would like to mention to Green Meadows friends or families or even the community members that could be watching?
Yeah. So I'm so happy that I found Green Meadows in my job search. It's just seems like it's just the exact type of school that I want to be in. Seems like the community around Green Meadows is really strong and supportive. The kids are wonderful. The teachers here are just so helpful and have made me feel so welcome that I'm just really thankful to have found Green Meadows.
Well, that is awesome to hear. We're glad you found us too. With that, that's going to bring us to the end of our zooming in. We're so glad you could join us today. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Akers.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.